that's it about my profile, and let's start now. Yeah, guys. Okay, so let's start. So here, so okay, everyone. So now let us start with the. Now, guys, let us see first of all what is Azure data engineering. What is Azure data engineering? Okay. So, guys, what is Azure data engineering? Okay. So, whereas Azure is nothing but it is a name given for the product by the company called by the company called Microsoft. By a company called what? Microsoft. And then we have what is that? Data. Data is nothing but what? Information. Okay. That is nothing but what? Information. So whereas here we have what is that? Azure data. That is nothing but a Microsoft company providing, that is nothing but information, and Azure data engineering, that is application of engineering on the data. So whereas on this, or we can say within this Azure data engineering, we have the following services. So we can say that Azure data engineering is a group of multiple services. Okay, Azure data engineering is a that is nothing but it provides the group of multiple services provided by the Microsoft, provided by the Microsoft. Whereas, guys, okay, whereas this Azure data engineering provides the following. What is that we have it? The first service, guys, this is here we'll have service. Here we don't say it as a product. Okay, or here we don't say it as the here we don't say it as the product, and here we don't say it as okay, that is a software. Okay, so here it is called as what? Service. The first service we have within this Azure data engineering is ADF, which stands for what? Yes, guys, which stands for what? Azure data engineering, which stands for what? Azure data engineering. Whereas apart from this ADF, we also have what is that? We also have the service in this, which is called as what? ADB, which stands for Azure Databricks. And apart from this Azure Databricks, we also have the service called, okay, that is Azure Synapse. Azure Synapse. Whereas, okay, I'll explain one after the other, don't worry. So Azure Synapse. And apart from this, we have many more services. Okay, some of the highlighted services I will tell you. Okay, Azure Synapse. Then we have what's that? Azure ML, which stands for that is machine learning. And then afterwards, even we have Azure AI, which stands for what? Azure AI. Azure, what is it? AI. So Azure AI is nothing but what? Artificial intelligence. Azure artificial intelligence. Okay. So likewise, you have many services. Everyone. Likewise, we have what is that? Many services, guys, provided under this Azure data engineering. Provided under this Azure data engineering. So now let us see what exactly this service does. So what is as ADF? So here we are here to see what is an ADF. So guys, let us start with this. So ADF, where as you know that ADF stands for what? Azure Data Engineering. What is it? Azure Data Engineering. Guys, you must and should interact with me. That's better. Okay. So what is it? Azure Data Engineering. So what is it? Data. Sorry, under this Azure Data Engineering, we have what is it? ADF as a service. So ADF stands for what? Azure Data Factory. ADF stands for what? Azure Data Factory. So what is that? We have it? Azure Data Factory. So now what is that? Azure Data Factory? Yes, guys, Azure Data Factory is nothing but, okay, Azure Data Factory is nothing but It is a service. What is that? It is a service. It is a service provided by the, yes guys, it is a service provided by the Microsoft. It is a service provided by the Microsoft. It is a service provided by the Microsoft to perform the job of ETL or else ELT. That's it. So everyone, are you able to hear my voice? Please tell me, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you.
Okay, so now we have, what is that? These are other things we have it. So now, guys, let us see. First of all, before we go ahead, let us see what exactly the extraction, transformation, and loading is. Then we will move further. Okay, okay, guys. First of all, when it comes to this ETL, the ETL stands for extraction. Extraction, guys. The ETL stands for what? Extraction. And then you have a transformation. And then you have what's that? Loading. Extraction, transformation, and loading. What is that? Extraction, transformation, and loading. Whereas in this extraction, transformation, and loading, this is nothing but the ETL is nothing but, guys, the ETL is used, or we can say the ETL is a process or a technique, we can say, which is used to perform the data summarization. To perform, what is that? Data summarization. To perform the data summarization. ETL. Whereas this is a, we can say some olden technique we have it, that is called as what? ETL. Nowadays, even we have a technique introduced apart from this, that is called as what? ELT. Where ELT stands for what? Same. Extraction. Only the process has been changed here. Okay. What is it? The next one is called extraction. Then the next process comes here, what? Loading, not the transformation. The next process comes here, what? Loading. Extract and load first, then transform it later. So what is this transform? Transform it later. That means transformation, perform it later. Actually, what is transformation? Transformation is the actual process, guys. Transformation is the actual process where the data summarization is done. Where exactly the data summarization is done. Transformation is the actual process where the data summarization is done. So we have the same, both are same, ETL and ELT is same, but only, the application part will change here. That's it. Okay, nothing else. So whereas these are the ETL. So what is ETL? Azure Data Factory is a service provided by Microsoft to perform the job of ETL, that is extraction, transformation, and loading. Whereas between the clouds and on-prem, between the clouds and on-prem, so we can say, what is my on-prem? On-prem is nothing but on-premises. It stands for what? On-premises. Okay, guys, everyone. It stands for what? On-premises. It stands for what? On-premises. Yes, everyone. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
On-premises. So whereas, so before we go ahead, guys, I would just wanted to, I wanted to know first of all from you guys, what is the difference you have between the clouds and the on-premise, or if you do you know it or not?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, need not hesitate, everyone. Just tell me what is the difference you have between clouds and on-premise. Any idea or not?
Yes. And on-premise, whatever the software is installed in your local system.
Yeah, that's fine. Really. And anyone else? Any other questions or any other opinions, please, guys? Okay, anyways, no problem. We will discuss it. So, guys, clouds and on-premises, these are the two different environments. So now let us try to understand these environments first. Okay, because if you understand this, then all the things you can understand. Okay, first of all, you have to make out the basic difference. What is the basic difference you have between the clouds and the on-premises? Clouds and what is it? On-premises. So clouds is nothing but, guys, basically, or what is an on-premises. So let us understand this with an example. Now, guys, everyone of us is using a mobile phone or not? Yes. Are you using the mobile phone or not? Please tell me,
Yes,
guys.
yes,
All of you are using the mobile phones. Am I right? So now, in your mobile phone, how many type of memories you have it? Can you tell me? My question is that when you use a mobile phone, how many type of memories you will have it? Please tell me.
Internal memory and SD card.
Yes, internal memory and SD card. So that means, can you see here? Can we say that here if you have, okay, your total memory is what is it? Internal memory and SD card memory. That is scan disk card memory. So let us say some 10 GB, or we can say some 16 GB, guys, some 16 GB. Everyone can what is that? Yes, RAM, that is internal memory, and that is SD memory. That's it. So now let us say it here. 16 GB is provided with every mobile phone. Suppose let us assume some 15 GB or 16 GB is provided with a mobile phone. Now it means that we can store the data up to 16 GB. We can store the data up to 16 GB in your mobile phone. Am I right? That is the only thing it means. Am I right, everyone? Yes. It means that we can use up to, yes, guys, we can use up to 16 GB. We can store up to 16 GB of memory. We can store up to 16 GB of memory. Okay. 16 GB of memory. We can store up to 16 GB of memory in your mobile phone. Suppose I have to store more, 16 GB or more 20 GB memory has to be stored, or more some 32 GB has to be stored now. So at that time, what will I be doing? As this particular memory called my internal there is internal built-in memory in your in my mobile phone. That is nothing but the mobile phone built-in memory as it is not sufficient. I have to extend this. So for that, what I did, I bought an SD card. And now tell me, collaboratively, your mobile phone, can you see it? Collaboratively, your mobile phone memory and your SD card memory, your mobile phone memory and SD card memory, collaboratively, how much it is? Mobile memory is 16 GB, and your SD card, scan disk card memory is what's it? 32 GB. Now, what is the total amount of memory you can store in your computer, that is in your mobile phone? Can you tell me, guys?
48.
42? Sure.
48.
Yes. So I think it is 48. 6 plus 2, 8, no? 10, 48. So totally your 48 GB you can store in your mobile phone. Now other question, now the another question arises. What is the other question is, now guys, suppose everyone, suppose I have to store some 500 GB of memory more now, or some 500 GB of data is there right now. In this situation, what will you do?
By
Google
external
Drive.
hard disk.
That means you will not get again the hard disk. Yes, you will not get again the hard disk. See, I'm talking about mobile phone. I'm just talking about mobile phone. Just forget about everything. So in your mobile phone, can you, yes guys, can you basically in your mobile phone, can you that is can you get a memory card of 500 GB?
No.
No.
No, we don't get it. So what will you do? Maximum we can get 32 GB of memory card, I think so. Isn't it? So if such is the case, but I have to store in my mobile phone 500 GB. So what is the other alternative you can
Google
suggest?
Drive.
Ama?
Google Drive.
Yes. The another is nothing but Google Drive. So I'm just going and storing the data in the Google Drive. Now suppose what happened Google Drive. So in the Google Drive, the default memory provided is 15 GB by the Google, and whenever you want 500 GB data to be stored on your Google Drive, we have to buy the drive. Am I right, everyone? We have
Yes.
to buy the drive. So for that, how much will I be doing? I have to buy this drive. So I'll pay something and I bought it. And now I can store up to 500 GB memory. Am I right, guys? 500 GB memory. So now the question is that one fine day you lost your mobile phone. One fine day you lost your mobile phone. So when you lose your mobile phone, tell me now, what about the SD card memory? You have 48 GB memory available with you, whereas out of which 16 GB is the inbuilt memory and 32 GB is the uh, SD card memory. So this 48 GB, what about this 48 GB and what about this 500 GB data? Totally, you have 548 GB of data available right now with you or in your mobile phone. Now, one fine day you lost it. Tell me now, can you recover? Can you recover? My question is that, can you recover, guys? Can you recover the 16 GB of memory?
No, we cannot.
No.
Can you recover this 32 GB of memory?
No.
Can you recover this 500 GB of memory?
Yes.
In fact, that means here, what you're doing, whenever you store the data in a Google Drive, if you lose your mobile phone, simply we buy a new handset and we log in your handset. We log in your handset just by using, we log in the handset by just using our email IDs. That is a previous email ID using which this Google account is created. And we enter the password. Once we enter the password, what happens? Synchronize option will be there. Automatically, whatever the data you have stored in the Google Drive, that means 500 GB of data which you have stored it can be retrieved back in a new handset with the help of the Google Drive. So now, when you store the data in a Google Drive, the saving responsibility, the data safety, whose responsibility? Your data safety. Your data safety is the responsibility of what? Google. That means the security of your data is the responsibility of what? Google. So you need not worry about it. Am I right? Yes, guys. Am I right, everyone?
Yes.
So now, and the second one is what? You can retrieve it whenever you want. Yes, whenever you want, you can retrieve it without any problem, irrespective of the location. What about the 48 GB you have it in your internal mobile phone, that is in the previous mobile phone which you lost it? Can you recover it back? No. So whereas this is a very good example, guys. This is a very good example of what is that? This is the very good example. That means 48 GB which you already stored it in your previous mobile phone which you lost it. This is called as what is that? This is called as on premises. This is called as what? On-premises data. It is called as what, guys? On-premises data. And whatever the data, we store it in the Google Drive. Everyone, whatever the data, we store it in a Google Drive. This is called as what is that, guys? Tell me now. This kind of data or this type of storage is called as what? Cloud storage. It is called as what? Cloud storage. Cloud data. This is called as what? Cloud data. The data stored in the cloud. Now, guys, so most of us, many of us, almost all, every one of us nowadays, are we storing the data in a SD card? Are we storing the data anyway? Are we storing the data in the SD card, guys? Tell me now.
No, we are not
So
nowadays.
most of us, we are not storing it in the SD card. Simply what we are doing. That means we are simply what we are doing. We are, we have moved, we have moved from the physical data to cloud data. Am I right, everyone? Yeah.
Yes.
Am I correct or not?
Yes.
So everyone now, we are not storing the data in inbuilt memory. Directly we are storing the data in the Google Drive. Okay, or else we store the data in the iCloud when you use an iPhone. Am I right? Okay, so likewise, so slowly, we are habituated of clouds now. In the same way, guys, after this, the COVID, now, are we habituated of watching the movies by going to theaters? Yes.
No, mostly it has decreased.
No, mostly what we are doing, we are watching the movies, but we are
OTT,
watching in the what?
OTT platform.
Very good. So we are watching in the OTT platforms. That means simply in your mobile phone, we download the OTT application such as you have the Netflix is there, Amazon Prime is there. Simply we download it, and then once we download it, what we are doing? Once we download it, simply we are labeling it. That is simply we are taking the subscription, and that subscription will be what? Free or premium. If you want to watch a new movie, you have to pay and take the premium subscription and watch it. Am I right? So now slowly, what we are doing, our life is being moved from on-premises to cloud only. In the same way here, guys, in the same way, going to the theater and watching the movie is called as what? On premises. Watching the movie on the OTT platform at your doorstep comfort is called as what? Cloud. So there it itself we are moving it for entertainment purpose also. We have moved to the cloud. That is the cloud technology. In the same way, the whole globe is now migrating from cloud, that is from the on premises to the cloud environment. On premises to what is that? Cloud environment. On premises to what is that? Cloud environment. Okay. Basically, for your understanding, what I can tell you is, guys, cloud is nothing but basically cloud is the Google Drive. You have it, and now on premises is nothing but your mobile phone. That is physical, which you can see or which you can touch everything. Getting my point? Whereas, what about the Google? Where the Google stores the data? It's taking the data from you. It's providing you the storing. It provides you the 500 GB storage. But where does the Google stores the data? The Google stores the data. Yes, the Google stores the data. The Google stores the data in what is that? Data centers. They have some data centers. They have some what? Data centers. So now, guys, when it comes to the practical application, when it comes to the practical application in the IT industry, almost all the business entities are moving from on premises to cloud now. Almost all the that is nothing but companies are moving from on premises to what is it? Cloud now. Now, guys, Google Drive is provided by whom?
Google.
Obviously by the Google. Google Drive is provided by the Google. Am I right? So we can say that the service provider is Google or not?
Yes.
So now we can say that here the following are the cloud, or the following are the providers who are called as a service providers available in the market, who are offering the Google Drive service. That is nothing but who is offering the cloud service. And whereas who are them? The first one is what is that? We have the Azure. Azure. Okay, what is that? Azure. So Azure is from what? Azure is from the Microsoft.
Right.
Azure is from what is that? Microsoft. Azure is from what is that? Microsoft. Azure is from the Microsoft. The Azure is the first cloud provider. And then apart from this, we have another one that is called as what? AWS, which stands for what? Yes, AWS stands for what? Amazon.
Amazon.
Yes, Amazon Web Service. Amazon Web Service. Then the third one, what is that? You have it?
GCP.
Yeah, we have the Google. Google is providing, or we can say GCP. That is nothing
Google
but
Cloud
Google
Platform.
Cloud Platform. Very good. So whereas the Google Cloud Platform is provided by what? Google. Whereas apart from this, we also have, yes, what is that? We have it? SAP. SAP. That is SAP has come out with their own this thing. So we say it
HANA.
as what? Yes. Yes. Okay. And now, guys, apart from this, even we have what is that? Many more. That is Alibaba is there from China based. This Alibaba. Whereas, can you see here? Many more cloud providers. But whereas, as we have many in the market, we have many in the market. Now, guys, we have many mobile phones in the market available. But who is called as the market leader in mobile phones?
Happy.
iPhone,
Right. Apple is the market leader. Am I right? Who is the
Yes.
second market leader even today?
Samsung,
Very good. That's the thing. In the same way, why? Because of some good features, because of some good, the software they are using, whatever it may be. So, in the same way, here we have many cloud providers available in the market, but the market leaders are these three only. These three only. Okay. Whereas Amazon was number one before. Now it has come down. Now it has come down to almost all the second position, and almost all you can say it has come down even to the third position. Why? The Amazon is more costly. The job which you can do it here requires 100 rupees. Suppose I'm giving you the same service is provided by the Azure in 15 rupees. You know what? So Azure is a very you can say economical service. They are providing it very cheaper service comparatively with Amazon. So hence what happens is market leader, and now the number one product available in the market in cloud technology is what's it? Azure. That is from the Microsoft. Getting my point? That is from the Microsoft. And whereas the Azure or Amazon or Google or SAP or whatever it may be, you have it, guys. All of them they are providing the cloud service, and these cloud services they are providing into three categories. What is that? The first one is called as what? IaaS. Whereas the second one they are providing in the form of what? PaaS. And the third one they are providing in the form of what? CIaaS. So what is IaaS, guys? IaaS stands for infrastructure.
As a service.
Yes, infrastructure. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. And now, guys, what do you mean by PaaS?
Platform as a service.
Yes, platform as a service. And then we have what is that? Third one. CIaaS. See, this stands for what?
Software as a service.
Yes, software. Yes, software as a service. That means, can you see here? They have provided their services in three different categories. In what is it? Three different categories. Suppose, for example, what is this infrastructure as a service? Let us try to understand this. What is an infrastructure as a service? When you talk about the infrastructure as a service, guys, suppose, okay, you have a very large amount of data to be processed, very massive amount of data. Does the Windows operating system supports for every data processing? So operating system, you know everyone. Yes, guys.
Yes.
So when you know that is operating system, can that Windows operating system supports for every amount of data or not? No. Whenever you have a very massive, large amount of data, Windows operating system is not supported most of the times. Am I right? So at that time, you need to change the operating system from Windows to you can say mainframe. Suppose mainframes. Mainframes is from what? IBM. Mainframes is from what is that, guys? IBM. So whereas whenever you want to change the operating system, this operating system and all this is provided in the form of a service called what? Infrastructure as a service. What is that? Infrastructure as a service. Sorry, platform as a service. It is provided in the form of what? Platform as a service. Suppose, guys, suppose you require to change an operating system. So right now I'm using the Windows operating system, and I am working into some banking industry. Banking industry is considered as what is that? An industry which provides a very massive amount of data. You can say the big data. So where the big data is not supported mostly onto the Windows operating system. So for that, we need to change the operating system from Windows towards that mainframes or Unix or whatever we have it. Whereas you need not buy this again. Already you have a Windows operating system. You need not buy this again. Why? Simply you need to inform your cloud provider, that is called as Azure, to change your service, okay, of the operating system or of the platform from Windows to mainframes. So now licensing and everything will be taken care by Azure. You need not worry. Now, the next one, suppose you require to store the data. Same as I told you here in the example, I have some 48 GB of data now, and now I wanted to extend it to what is that? 500 TIB, that means terabyte, or PIB, that is petabyte. Okay, 500 petabyte. Okay, 500 petabyte data I want to store it. Okay, 500 petabyte data I want to store it. So now this much capacity you wanted to extend up to. So you will ask your, can you see here? You will ask your cloud provider called Azure to provide this much of storage onto the cloud. So it is the responsibility of the cloud provider to provide it for you. You need not worry. That's it. So now, guys, you need not worry about the license. You need not worry about the storage. Everything will be taken care by them. Simply what we need to do, we require a laptop and connectivity to the internet. That's it. We can start working on it. And then you have what is that? Software as a service. Software as a service, what it does? This is a service, guys, which is provided. This is a service which is provided in the form of what is it? Some you require some softwares. Suppose you require some softwares to go ahead or to work into your environment, such as, guys, such as, okay, now we have some applications, such as for we can say some applications. So whenever we require an application, what we do in your mobile phone, whenever you require an application, what we do, guys? Tell me now. Huh? Guys, tell me, when you require any kind of a new
Go to the
application.
PlayStation and download it.
Very good. That is nothing but we go to the Play Store when you use the Android as an operating system, or whenever you are using the that is Apple phone, then we have what is that? That is nothing but Apple something is there now. What is it? You have it?
Play Store.
Apple, yes, Apple Store. We'll go to what is it? Apple Store and download. So whereas this we can say what is it? The set of all the applications we have it. So whenever you require some softwares or some applications to be installed on your PC, that comes under the software as a service. That comes under what is it, guys? Software as a service. That comes under what? Software as a service. So we just simply we need to inform our cloud provider to install this or to make it available for you. License everything with is the there's nothing but is the responsibility of Azure only. That is not our responsibility. Getting my point? Simply, we need to pay the cost. Simply, we need to do what, guys? Pay the cost. Pay the cost. Cost is mandatory. So you have to pay the cost for that. And this billing will be done on what is it? Monthly basis or hourly basis, weekly basis, daily basis, based on your comfort. Based on your comfort. Okay, so that means you pay more, you get more services. You pay less, you will get the basic services. That's it. That's the only concept. Like we have in OTT platforms, everyone. We have an OTT platform. What we do by default, some free web series are provided. Some free movies are provided. Some free television channels are provided. But if you want to see the premium one, the latest release, then we have to opt for a premium service by paying some cost. Am I right, everyone? Yes, guys, am I right or not?
Yes.
So this is
Yes,
the,
sir.
yeah, this is the concept why we moved from the, guys, why we moved from the why we are moving it from the on-premises or to what is that? Cloud. Now, guys, this point is clear for me. But the next point here is what? Okay, cloud is clear, everything is clear. But one more thing is not clear. That is called as what? What is this Azure Data Factory? We have not discussed this. And as we know that Azure Data Factory is nothing but it is what is that? A service provided by Microsoft. It is a service provided by Microsoft to perform the job of ETL, which stands for what? Extraction, transformation, and what is that? Loading, or extraction, loading, or transformation. So now, guys, let us see what exactly the ETL does. Okay, what exactly the extraction, transformation, and loading with the help of an example. Let's copy this. Guys, I'm coming here down. Now I'll explain you with a simple example. Okay, guys. So now, guys, extraction, transformation, and loading. So in this, let us take an example here. All of you, let us take an example here. I am having some supermarket data is here. Some supermarket data. And the supermarket authorities wanted to know this, what is that? Net sales amount of net sales amount of what is that? Tell me now. 07 12 2022. Okay, net sales amount of this day. And also they want the net sales amount of yesterday. What was the date yesterday, guys? Tell me now. It was 06 12 2022. Am I right, everyone? This is the data. Now, guys, let us see the data. The data is like this. Okay, you have the product ID. PID stands for product ID. And then we have what's the product rate is there. Then you have what's the product ID, product rate, and product quantity sold. Product quantity sold, product ID, product rate, product quantity sold, and then afterwards, product ID, product rate, product quantity sold, and then we have what is that? Guys, date of sales. DOS stands for what? Date of sales. Okay, let us see what other things you have it. Product ID is something like this, 122. Product rate is 100 rupees. Guys, product quantity sold is 10. And the date of sale, what's the date of sale? You have it 0. Okay, na, so use what's it? 07, yeah, 12 2022. This is the first line, you have it. And the second line data is like this. Product is 123, product ID, and product rate is 200. All of you, quantity sold is a 10. Everyone, the date of sales is what? 07 comma 12 comma, that is nothing but 2022. And then we have the next one, 124. All of you, okay, what's that we have it? Yes, what's that we have it? 124. And this 124, guys, yeah, this 124. Sorry, guys. So now, sorry, I got a call. So now, again, here we have what's it? 124 is the product ID, and the rate of the product is, let us say, 300. And then we have, sorry, quantity sold is 10 pieces. And now, guys, here you have what is it? 07 12 2022. Am I right, everyone? This is the thing we have it. Now, guys, again, I have, this is the data. Everyone, just have a look here. This is the data which we have collected it. This we have the data which we have collected, or which we got it from the 12th day, that is the 7th day of December 2022. Now, guys, let us do one thing now. I have the another, can you see here? I have the another day's data, that is nothing but even the 6th day data. So how it is? Same. Just let us change it here, the date. Can you see here? This is the data we have it. Okay. So what is that? This is the data. That means, can you see here? we have the data like this. So this is actually, we can consider here this as a source. Am I right, everyone? This is called as what? Source. Basically, make sure for the process of ETL, that is extraction, transformation, and loading, we require two things. What is the two things we required? Can you tell me, guys, what are the two things we required? The first one is the source, and the second one, which is very important, that is called as a target. That is called as what, guys? Huh? Am I right? Yes, guys, source and the target. Between the source and the target, guys, we apply the process of ETL, which stands for what? Extraction, transformation, and loading. So anyways, you know this, what is extraction, what is transformation, and what is a loading. Guys, am I right? What is extraction, what is transformation, and what is the loading? We know it. Now, guys, let us start the process of ETL. How does it works? So now, guys, extraction. So tell me now, what do you mean by extraction? Extraction is a process of pull in the required data. Pull in the required data. ET, that is nothing but extraction is the process of pull in the required data. So now, guys, pull in the required data. Okay. So now, guys, tell me. So to find out the net sales amount of 7th day of December 2022, do you require the product ID? Everyone?
No.
No, we don't require the product ID. We can ignore it. Do we require the product rate?
Yes.
In fact, without the rate, how can you find out? So I'm saying here, I'm just pulling in here, product rate. Now tell me, do you require the product quantity sold?
No.
Yes, guys. Do we require the product quantity sold or not? Of course, we require it. Product quantity sold. The QTY sold. Now tell me, do you require a date of sales or not? Yes, guys. Do you require the date of sales or not?
No.
In fact, we require DOS. Date of sale. Without date of sale, how can you find out? So now, guys, this are the three columns. That means out of all these four all available data, you will sorry, some network issue got disconnected. Okay, I'm audible now, guys.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So now, okay. So just a minute. Now it's fine. Okay, just a minute. Actually, they have to. I'm not the host. 1 minute. I'm not the host. Just a minute. Okay, so just a minute. We were discussing this. 2 minutes. Give me 1 minute. Just a minute. Sorry. Okay, guys. Just a minute.
చిన్ని స్కూల్కి వెళ్ళకపోతే వెళ్ళ మాకు వెళ్ళని చెప్పేసి
Okay, sorry guys. So it got disconnected because of. Okay, guys. So now, okay, everyone, just have a look, ma. Okay, so now we were discussing about this. So can you see here? The first one we were discussing about this extraction. Can you see here? The first part is extraction. So as out of all this, we require to pull in what's the product trade, product quantity sold, and DOS. There is a new date of sales is required in the process of extraction. Now, guys, the next process is the transformation. Can you tell me now, how does a transformation work? Transformation is actually the process of what? Data summarization. Transformation is the process of what? Data summarization. So here can you see 100 rupees is the rate, 10 is the quantity. That means 100 into 10 means what? 100 into 10 means what? What is the quantity, guys? Can you tell me? Can you tell me, guys, what is 100 into 10?
10,000.
Huh?
1,000.
Very good. So you can say 1,000. Okay. So now, guys, 100 into 10 is 1,000. So can I write it here directly as 1,000? So 1,000. So now, next one. 200 into 10 means what? 200 into 10. How much it is? 2,000. Am I right, guys, everyone? Very good. Now, 300 into 10 means what?
3,000.
3,000. Now tell me, sum it. 1,000 plus 2,000 plus 3,000. What is the total amount? Very good. So now we have total
6,000, sorry.
6,000 is the total amount. Now, guys, we can say like this: 6,000 is the total amount. Now, date of sales. Can you see here? Date of sales is also required. So I'm adding one more column here. Can you see here? Date of sales. What's the date of sales? You have it. So date of sales is 7/12/2022. So just paste it here. Can you see? Can you see here? Just to see here. Now can you see? You have find out the net sales amount of 7th day of December 2022, which is 6,000 rupees. And what about the next one? Yes, tell me, what is the next day you have it? The next day is what is that? That is the previous day is what is that you have it? The previous day is the 6th day. Can you see here? We have the 6th day also the same. So now can you see here? Out of this 6 lines data, you have extracted how many lines data here? Guys, 2 lines data, where this is the actual process of transformation. And once the transformation is done, finally what we do, guys? We load the data. We load the data into the target system, whatever we have. Okay, everyone. So now, guys, to perform this process of extraction, transformation, and loading, to perform this process of extraction, transformation, and loading between the clouds, okay, between the clouds, or we can say between the on-premise system, between the cloud and what is it, on-prem system, and to what is that, cloud or on-prem, to what is that, clouds, to what is that, cloud or on-prem, we use what is that, we use the ADF as the service. We use what is that, okay, we use what is it, ADF as a service. So guys, what is that, ADF as a service? We use it. That is called as what, Azure Data Factory, which you call it as what, Azure Data Factory, where Azure Data Factory is a service which is provided by the Microsoft. Okay, guys, that's it. And rest of this, when it comes to this, the usage of how exactly the ADF is used, how the things are mixed out in ADF, all these things we will see in the next session tomorrow. Okay, so guys, this is the thing we have it. So tomorrow we will start at sharp 6:30, everyone. As it was the first day, I just started at 6:40. So tomorrow we'll start at 6:30. Okay, guys, that's it about this thing. And now if you have any doubt, you can just go ahead and ask me. See, using of this particular thing and what are the topics are covered, you can just check the contents brochure. Contents brochure is there where you can get all the details. In fact, the duration of this particular course will be 60 hours, and the timings of the class, we will have it at that is the same timings. Okay, that is 6:30 a.m. Okay, or else maximum will start at 7 o'clock. We'll just decide the timings, 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and the regular classes will start from tomorrow morning, guys. That's it. Now if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me. Tell me now.
Sir, what is the prerequisites to learn this?
Basically, you don't require any prerequisites.
Okay, sir.
SQL we don't require.
SQL, obviously SQL is required, but even if you don't know the SQL, you can manage it. But obviously nowadays in IT, of course, SQL is a you must and should know it.
Sir, 3 years experience, how much package can I get?
Uh,
If I have put a 3 years experience in Azure, how much package can I get?
See, you can put up the 3 years experience only, not more than that, because the 3 years prior to 2018 you can't even put it because you don't have that particular version of this. So you can just put maximum of 2.5 to 3 years only. Now I think around 4 years you can put it up.
Sir,
Maximum.
about job opportunities and
Obviously, cloud is a future. Cloud is a future now. Okay, cloud is the future now. Cloud is the future now. Obviously, the job market is very good. The job market is very good. Obviously. Please.
Sir, recession, does it impact on cloud markets? Sir? Recession, does it impact on cloud markets? Sir?
If recession comes or recession is there, obviously everything will affect them. To be honest with you, requirement is on the cloud, obviously, but If the market is down, nobody can help, even not me, not no one. We will be the part and parcel of the industry. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's it, guys, about this thing. And okay. So we'll start the class tomorrow morning. Okay.
Sir,
So, sir,
That's it, okay?
it is a regular batch or weekend batch?
No, this is a regular batch. There is no
So,
weekend batches.
7 a.m. is a good timing, I think.
Okay, we'll start anyways. Anyways, we'll start after the next Monday onwards. We will have it at 7 a.m. But right now we have to start
Okay,
from tomorrow
not an issue, sir.
at 6:30 only. Okay, that's it.
hello, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you will have the class from Monday to Friday mostly. Yeah, tell me.
yeah. Is there this one is the it includes like data lake, data bricks,
Yes, yes, yes.
are these things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's it, ma. Okay. Any other doubt you have it, you can ask me. Okay, guys, thank you everyone for attending, and we'll start up the class from tomorrow onwards. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, tell me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
So before I start a demo session, so let me introduce myself. So I am the trainer for Azure DevOps and Azure Admin courses. My name is Shivakumar. Okay, I have around 20 plus years of experience. Okay, actually I started my career as Oracle DBA. That is in the month of June 2003. Later, I shifted to other technologies, but for the past 9 years, okay, I have been on DevOps, Azure DevOps, AWS, and Azure Cloud. So this is my brief introduction. Okay, so when it comes to this course information, so this course is actually divided into 3 modules, 3 major modules. Okay, the first module is Azure Admin. Okay, so which covers ASA 104, and the second part is something like it is Azure DevOps, is something like AJ 400, and we are not covering Docker and Kubernetes as a part of this course. Okay, so there is a separate batch for you. Okay, so there is a detailed discussion on Docker and Kubernetes, because without Docker and Kubernetes, you are not going to get job in the market nowadays. Okay, definitely you are not going to get a job. Okay, with Azure DevOps, no one is going to get the job. You have to have Azure Admin plus Docker Kubernetes. Okay, so I am not mixing Docker Kubernetes as a part of this course. So for this, you have to attend separate timings. That is morning 78. It is 4 weeks duration, 1 month duration it is. We are not, I'm not going to cover Docker and Kubernetes within 1 week or within 2 weeks. It is not possible for me. Okay, so totally this course comes at around 3+ months, 3 to 4 months. Okay, so
it's a 3 months course, right, sir?
Yes.
Like fees stands the same or right? Varies for Docker and Kubernetes.
Timings I'll discuss later. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So first, let me continue this discussion. At the end of the session, I will take your questions. Okay.
Great, sir.
Okay. So totally, this course comes under 3 to 4 months. Okay, because my intention is getting a job is very easy. Surviving the job is most important. Okay, so to survive to survive the job, so I'm going to take this course in between 3 to 4 months of time. Okay, before that I cannot complete. That is my intention. Getting a job, if you attend 5 or 6 interviews at 7th or 8th interview, definitely you are going to get a job. But after getting the job, you must survive, right? That is most important. Survival is the second important thing. Getting a job is not that much difficult. You can get the job. But after getting the job, to survive the job, you have to know all these tools like Azure Admin, Azure DevOps, Docker, Kubernetes. And one more time, I'm telling Docker and Kubernetes, I'm not telling as a part of this course. This is a detailed discussion. Okay, which I'm going to take it for 1 month. Okay, so I think timings also I will reveal 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. IST. Okay, so this Monday we are starting. Monday means this is the Tuesday to Saturday, because in that batch USA people will also there. Okay, my timings are India students flexible timings and USA students flexible timings also, right? So Tuesday to Saturday, that is 7 a.m. IST morning, Tuesday to Saturday. Now when it comes to Azure DevOps and Azure Admin, okay, this is fixed timing, 8 to 9. There is no change in these timings, 8 to 9 p.m. IST. This is Monday to Friday. There is no time variation, but if you want to complete these courses parallelly, okay, so you have to attend 8 to 9 and 7 to 8. Okay, if you want to complete in a serial fashion, so first you can finish Azure DevOps and Azure Admin, then you can start attending this 7 a.m. But you have to wait 2 months. So once I finish Docker Kubernetes, again it takes 2 months of time for me to restart it again.
Can you join parallelly, sir?
Yeah, parallelly.
Azure and Azure Admin and
yeah, no. First I will start Azure Admin. Then only after completion of Azure Admin, I will take up Azure DevOps.
Okay. So when we are taking the Azure Admin is running, at the time I can join the Kubernetes and Docker, right?
Yes. Parallelly, you can attend 2 courses.
Okay,
8 to 9 and 7 to 8, both.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, that's
and sir,
right? If it is
yes,
a part of...
Sir, I'm Gopal here. So sir, this Docker and Kubernetes will be free, right? Actually with this course, correct?
Your voice is not clear. Can you come once again?
Yeah, I'm saying that with this course, with this Azure course, Docker and Kubernetes is free, right?
Yeah, it is free.
Okay. And so the actually total cost is 5,000, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I am not mixing this Azure Docker and Kubernetes in this time, because if I mix Docker Kubernetes in this time, I cannot give that much clarity. Okay, my intention is I want to take up these sessions in detail. After this session, after the completion of Docker and Kubernetes, okay, so you can write Kubernetes certified examination also. That is also possible. Okay, that is your choice.
So when is the Kubernetes developer batch is going to start, sir?
From next Tuesday onwards.
Okay, good.
So your sound quality is not good. Can you improve it?
Yeah, hello sir. My name is Karthik. Actually, I have completed Azure Admin AZ104 and I want only Azure DevOps. So can I choose only Azure DevOps?
No, only Azure DevOps, how it is possible? Because we are offering at a very low cost, right? Again, that is...
Actually, I have done AZ104.
Yes.
And I'm working on that only. So I want to only Azure DevOps.
You can take up that chance also, but that is not excluded. Okay, that will be included within that fees only. Okay, regarding fees and fees means it is fixed one. There is no bargaining. Actually, we are providing this course at a very low cost. Okay, just my intention is to provide services for more number of students. Earlier, okay, I used to take this batch for 20K. I think everyone has remembered. Okay, so
Yeah,
this time only.
we are aware of it, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt in the middle. This is Naveen here.
Yes.
I'm a BCom graduate and I was an ex-banker since for 9 years. Will that really work out for me, being an analytic background?
Yeah, definitely it will work.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, so let us start
Hello,
the discussion.
sir. Sorry to interrupt, but slightly increase the volume because we listening slow, low volume here.
Yeah,
Everyone.
guys, if you don't want, if you are not speaking anything, can you please mute, because this is a recorded session, live session. Okay, if you want to speak something, you can unmute and you can ask.
Yeah,
Those who are not
slightly
speaking,
increase the volume, sir, please.
no, from my side, I cannot increase because it is high volume only. I have, it is 100% from my side.
Okay, sir.
So for others, are you facing any audio issue?
No, for me it is
No,
No, sir. For me
everything
it's
is all
clear.
right.
Yes,
No, is
sir.
my voice
Yeah,
clear?
Yes, sir, it's perfectly all right now.
Okay, if anything goes wrong in the middle, please intimate me, because I will rectify. From my side, I think there is no problem. So if you face any audio issue, please take from your side.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Can I do the training videos?
There is no audio problem from your side. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, can I do the recording the video after complete the session?
Yeah, it will be uploaded in YouTube also. First three recordings. First 3 days recordings will be uploaded in even YouTube also. Even you are going to get.
So not 3 videos, sir. I required the all these sessions after complete the
Yeah,
training.
all the session recordings will be shared with you, right? In Google Drive, once after completion of the session, this will be uploaded. This will be posted in Google Drive, and that Google Drive link will be shared with you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So, sir, daily basis will we get the videos? Suppose if we will skip, we can't attend in 8 p.m. Okay, so can I attend? Can I see? Can I watch the video at 10 p.m.?
Yeah. But before going to attend next session, you must have to watch previous session recording, because it is just like episodes. It is just like serials, Telugu serials.
So how much time it will take after completing this session? Suppose this session will be complete. So how much time it will take to upload after that, so I can watch this video in same day?
Same day.
For
So
daily
for
basis.
uploading videos, actually it is a responsibility of Durga soft team. Okay, I think within 1 or 2 hours it will be uploaded.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So, did we do any sample project while you are doing?
Actually, someone will be misguiding you. For no admins and no DevOps engineers will be having projects. Okay, that is my experience. You will be working on assignments, tasks, like that. You will be working for multiple teams. You will not be working for a single project. And in the reality, okay, you are not going to work on you are going to work on assignments, tasks.
Okay,
Okay,
but when
only
you're doing
like,
this one, you okay? Good. Sorry.
Yeah, only like the Java developers, .NET developers, okay, Python developers will be having projects. Okay, we are no way concerned with projects. We as DevOps engineers and admins, okay, we are no way concerned with projects.
So can we able to deploy our, suppose our Java Spring Boot application is there, can we deploy after this session, this course?
Yeah, why not? Okay, so in my Azure DevOps sessions, I'm going to show 3 types of applications: Java, .NET, Python, 3.
Okay, that was my question, sir. Okay, at least when even if you show, okay, I get it. So even if you show something, that is more than enough.
Yeah, because these are the majorly used platforms, right? That is why.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to show 3 platforms deploying on 3 different language platforms: Java, .NET, and Python.
Exactly my question, sir. Thank you.
Sir, you are going to conduct take the Linux fundamental also?
Okay, so if you want Linux fundamentals also, I will cover. Okay, if you ask, otherwise I can skip. Otherwise, I will share recordings. Okay, recorded videos are there. I will share with you. Otherwise, if you want me to take live classes, I will take live sessions of Linux also. Now,
And what about shell scripting, sir?
what about
shell scripting?
Shell scripting is not covered because Azure DevOps means it is completely Microsoft, right? If you want to have shell scripting, I will share my in YouTube. My recordings are there. Okay, you can see my face also. Okay, there you can watch my recordings.
Okay, sir.
From Durga Soft, I have given, I think, 30 to 40 video sessions on Linux. Now, basically, we are going to discuss something about why cloud. And when it comes to cloud, many cloud platforms are there. Like AWS is there, Azure is there, GCP is there. Okay, many cloud platforms are there. Out of all those, why we have to choose Azure? What is the greatness? What is the importance of Azure cloud platform? Guys, one more thing also I wanted to convey in the first class itself. I don't bring any ready-made PPTs. Okay, everything should be natural. Everything I will draw in front of you only. Okay, so I am not belongs to that kind of. I am not belong to that kind of category. I am not going to bring any ready-made PPTs. So if you want to have ready-made PPTs in the net, we can have thousands of PPTs. But that is not my intention. Everything must be natural. What do you say?
Great stuff.
Is it right or not?
Yeah, that's a great stuff to hear.
Right, sir.
Even I don't bring even single PPT. Everything, even though it is time consuming, I will draw everything in front of you.
Yeah, that's the great.
Now, when it comes to cloud, for some time, just forget about cloud. And in the earlier days, I think 8 to 9 years back, I think everyone used to use pen drives, right? To use to carry data from one place to another place. And we are going to purchase pen drives, and we are going once for every 10 days, we are going to format it. And if the virus is injected, that can be disposed. So these are the things we used to perform in case of pen drives. Now nowadays, is anyone using pen drive? No, right?
No.
Because everything is cloud based. Okay, so if a document is there, for safety purpose, we can upload the document in Google Drive or OneDrive, something like that, because it is going to give more protection than pen drive. Now, when it comes to cloud, suppose I wanted to deploy one web application. First, I am going to discuss a normal scenario. Okay, I'm not going to speak about any software industry. Suppose there is a small startup and a startup company, or otherwise you can think that it is your personal laptop or personal desktop, whatever it may be. I want to launch a website. I want to run website. Okay. So for that, generally what I need to do, I have to purchase one PC, and on the top of PC. Okay. So I'm going to take some designing part here. So I have to purchase one PC, and on the top of PC, I have to install one operating system. On the top of operating system, I will install database server. And after that, after installing database server, I will install something like app servers, DB servers. Okay. So once you install these middlewares like app servers and DB servers, I'm going to install something like runtime, like Java runtime, .NET runtime. Okay. So you have purchased the system with a great expectation that your application may consume, okay, 64 cores of processor. That means you have purchased the system with 64 cores, 64 cores, okay, and assume that the memory of the system is something like 256 GB of memory. This is your expectation. But yeah, can you please mute? Okay, I will take your questions at last. Okay. Okay, so you have purchased a high configuration system with a great expectation that okay, so this application consumes more resources. Okay, 64 cores of your PC, 256 GB of memory, but your application is just consuming only 16 GB of memory, 16 GB of memory, and just it is utilizing only 4 processors. But how many processors are there here? 64. So all our resources are wasted, right? Underused. Now, can I return this server to the store where I purchased? No, it is not possible. Okay. This is in case of your personal laptop. Okay. If my application is consuming only this much, all my resources are wasted. So to overcome this problem, okay, what I can do, just a minute, guys. Why this is coming? You can. Okay. So to overcome this problem, so industries have started using, okay, something like let me open another pen brush. Okay, so I can take one of this best image. Okay. Okay, in every software industry, there are more hundreds of servers, but because of space consumption, okay, space issue, just I'm taking only 4 servers. Only 4 servers. So these 4 servers also very huge servers. Okay. So in order to reuse, in order to optimize these resources in the first case, what industries will do means on the top of this hardware layer, this is server layer, right? This is server layer. On the top of this, okay, so they are going to install another layer that is called as VMware layer. VMware images. So you can take any one image, we can take any one from this. Okay. Which is the best one? Yeah, on the top of this, okay, yeah, they used to install VMware layer. On the top of this VMware layer, okay, and they used to create virtual machines. VM or VM images. Okay, so let me take directly virtual images. Right. Okay, I will take this. So on the top of this layer, I can create as many as virtual machines as I want. So what is the advantage of having virtual machines on the top of this VMware software? The major utilization, the major use, the major advantage of this one, hypervisor and this kind of setup is, since there is a wastage of resources in the first case. What is the first case in this case? In this case, okay, so much memory is wasted, number of processors also wasted. So to avoid this kind of problem, to avoid this kind of situation, generally, okay, every organization will have VMware software on the top of physical machine. Okay, on the top of this VMware, so we can create as many as virtual machines we want. But directly where we can keep all these virtual machines? To keep all these virtual machines, definitely every industry requires data centers. Every industry requires data centers. Okay. And one more thing also I have to tell you, VMware is of two types. One is a VMware on the top of OS, and a VMware directly it can be used. Means this is VMware which can be used as operating system. Yet there is no operating system here. There is no operating OS layer here. On the top of hardware directly, okay, so we can install, we can have this VMware layer. Okay, so in the company generally we are going to use VMware ESXi softwares like that. So just for some simplicity, I given only VMware. Okay, now where exactly all this infrastructure is maintained? So to maintain all this infrastructure, definitely every organization requires something like data centers. Data centers. Okay, now if you look at a data center image, I think everyone might be knowing data centers because some of you are working in data center images. Now if you this will not look this much beautiful even though now are you seeing something like in the every data center, okay, we are seeing something like racks. Okay, so in the racks, okay, so we can have something like blade servers. That means blade servers are having compatibility with data center racks. So generally the systems which we are using are called as tower servers. These are called as blade servers. Okay, now I can open a better image. Okay, come to this one. Now this is better when compared to previous one. Here we are seeing some racks, right? So in the racks, okay, so they are having something like blade servers. Okay, many racks are there. So every rack is having its own power supply, its own networking. So because of some reason, if one rack is impacted, okay, so another will start functioning. Okay, another will not be impacted. Okay, this is a setup of data center. Okay, this is a standard which every industry follows. But to maintain data centers, generally what they require two types of costs. One is OPEX, means operational, capital investment, that is CAPEX, and another one is OPEX, operational cost. Okay, apart from this, every industry has to purchase licenses. Okay, so then once for every year they have to change hardware. So they have to maintain data center administrators, network administrators. They need power supply. Okay, they need a huge building, okay, which they will take for rental purpose. Okay, this is a headache involved to maintain data center. But if it is one data center, it is no problem. Okay, but they used to maintain multiple data centers. Suppose just you think of our Hyderabad city. Okay, in Hyderabad, okay, we can have multiple data centers. So for what reason we must have multiple data centers? I will explain. Just a minute, guys. I am copying this diagram. Suppose in Hyderabad city, okay, so there are two data centers. One is at High-Tech City and another one is at something like it is Amirpet, or you can assume any location. So what is the reason why they have to maintain multiple data centers? Suppose because of some issues, because of some short circuits and some floods. Okay, so one of the data center is collapsed. Suppose this is collapsed. Okay, my end user should not be impacted, right? Okay, so in between High-Tech City and Amirpet, approximately there is a distance of 25 to 30 kilometers. Okay, so if High-Tech City center data center is High-Tech City data center is collapsed, okay, Amirpet data center will not be impacted. Okay, this will be functioning. Okay, so because thousands of users are connected to these data centers, end users. Now, this is very costly approach. Is it right or not? Now, since this is very costly approach, every day you are going to get recording along with notes material. I'm not going to upload notes in OneDrive and recordings in another drive. Okay, that will not look good, because if you have all material and recordings at one place, it is very easy to maintain. Okay, I don't want to give two types of links. One is for material, another is for Google Drive. Okay, so I will maintain everything at a single place, Google Drive. Now, there is another situation. Okay, just imagine we have a data center, okay, that is running in some industry campus. So here, what I did, I launched one application. Just imagine the circle is your application. Okay, it can be any application. It can be like e-commerce application, income tax filing application, food delivery application, whatever it may be. Okay, and suppose it is e-commerce application. Generally, what happens, in every software industry, there is a team called performance team, performance engineers. That is a part of automation testing actually. So every industry will have automated testing team as a part of that. Okay, so they are going to confirm, they are going to give, okay, how many users, okay, a virtual machine can tolerate. Just imagine, here I am running one e-commerce application, and the capacity of this machine is 500 users. But e-commerce application in festival seasons like Dasara, Diwali, okay, so they will provide more number of offers, right? Okay, like air conditioners and mobile phones, laptops. Okay, so to grab the offer, okay, only 500 members are connected? No, right? Definitely. Just imagine my expectation is 5,000 users are connected. For 5,000 users, one single machine is not enough because this is heavy overloaded. So like this, we have to have 10 systems because each system can handle a 500 user requests. They need to purchase 10 servers. They need to have 10 servers. But after completion of this peak hours, festival season, okay, is it reasonable to maintain all these 10 servers? It is not correct, right? Okay, so the number of users count will be dropped to something like 200 users. For 200 users, what is the need of 10 servers? It is waste of money, right? It is waste of revenue. So as the number of users are increasing, suppose I am going to say a condition. When CPU percentage is more than, greater than, I am giving GT, greater than 75. Okay, I will say that add 1 VM. And whenever CPU percentage is lesser than something like 40 or 45, okay, what I am going to do? Remove 1 VM. Is it possible in data centers? It is not possible. That means according to user demands. Okay, so if you think of a food delivery application like Zomato, Swiggy, generally at breakfast time, lunch time, dinner time, application is heavily used, right? Okay, so in that case, at these timings, number of servers should be more. And in case of e-commerce application, whenever the festival season, when the offers periods are completed, we have to remove the infrastructure. But is it possible in the data centers? It is not possible. Whenever there is a high demand, we have to increase the servers. And if there is no demand for the servers, there is no usage for the servers, can we return the servers? It is not possible. Okay, so to overcome all these problems, okay, so people are moving to cloud environments. People are moving to cloud environment. Now, in every cloud environment, generally, they will also have servers. Okay, but these servers are not owned by us. These servers are owned by Azure, AWS, GCP, okay, Oracle, IBM. Yeah, these are the cloud service providers. Okay, let me take server clip out once again. What happened? Copy image. Now look at the difference. I will explain the difference here. There are thousands of virtual machines are there, but here I cannot show all these, right? And just so you can imagine, okay, this is their hardware layer. Hardware, or we can also say physical layer. But this is not owned by us. We need not to maintain this. Okay, completely this hardware or physical layer is managed by cloud service providers. Okay, because they are public clouds. So every infrastructure is managed by public cloud service providers. Now, so like data centers, they will also have data centers within regions. Okay. Now, on the top of this hardware, they are going to provide something like services. Let me take one service clip on. Okay. So let us take this service. On the top of this physical layer, what they will do? Okay, so they will provide something like services. Okay, so basically every cloud service provider will have three types of services. Okay, these are major services. What are the three types of major services? I will discuss. Okay, this is service. That means if you want to create a virtual machine, there is a service called IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Okay, for them, for cloud service providers, it is service. For us, it is a resource. That means by using services, we are going to create resources. Okay, on the top of this services, that means on the top of this, we are going to create something like a resource. What is mean by resource actually? Resource clipboard. Okay. Yeah, otherwise, directly we can take Azure VM clipboard because we are dealing with Azure, right? So this blue is better. Okay, so this is something like virtual machine. And we have one more service for creating a database server. That service is generally called as PaaS, platform as a service. Okay, what are the benefits of platform as a service? We will discuss everything. Okay, DB server, clipboard. For creating every resource, there is a service. For us, it is a resource. Okay, but they are so they are going to allow us to create resources. Okay, in the form of services. Now let us this is not suitable for this. Here, what I can do? Software clipboard. Which should I take? Okay, let me take this. Okay, so generally this service is called as IaaS, means infrastructure as a service, and this is something like a database as a service. Okay, so database as a service, it is a specific word. So the generic term is actually PaaS, platform as a service, and now this comes under SaaS, software as a service. Generally, what happens? Suppose I want to install a database server. I want to deploy a database server. I want to install database server. What is my approach generally in the non-cloud days? Okay, so we have to purchase one server, and on the top of the server, we have to install one operating system. On the top of that, we have to install something like database server engine like Oracle or MySQL, SQL Server, whatever it may be, and to manage that database server, like for upgrading, for maintaining replicas, for patching, for doing every database activity, I need to engage one guy called database administrator. But in every cloud platform, what happens? Okay, so database will be available as a service. Database will be available as a service. You no need to purchase any, no need to install any operating system, no need to launch any virtual machine, no need to do any kind of activity. Simply just by specifying few details, okay, your database server will be launched within 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so that comes under PaaS category, platform as a service. And what is SaaS actually? SaaS means some software developers will be developing some reusable modules. Okay, they will be sharing in a shared location, shared libraries. Okay, and some other developers will be sharing that code. That comes under software as a service. Okay, we'll explain each and everything in detail. Just it is a demo session. I am explaining orally. Now, what are the benefits of clouds? So every cloud will have a plan called something like pay as you go. Means this is just like electricity bill. How much you are using, that much you have to pay. Okay, for the electricity consumption, we need not to have any infrastructure, right? So we are going to use electricity as a service. How much you are using, that much you have to pay. Okay, so suppose there is an air conditioner. So if you switch on the air conditioner and if you forget to switch off, what happens here? Will electricity department people will excuse you? No, right? Definitely they will incur charges. In the similar manner, here also, if you start a service and if you forget to shut down the service, what happens? Definitely bill is generated. That means use the service and switch off the service, turn off the service, so that you will be free from billing. That means every cloud will be working on a principle called pay as you go model. So this is the advantage of cloud. Then when it comes to Azure, why we have to choose Azure? From Azure perspective, okay? So Azure cloud is the best cloud with respect to hybrid cloud. What is mean by hybrid cloud or hybrid setup? Generally, when you want to launch one application, suppose there is a banking application, okay, there is a banking department is there, and they don't want to keep their databases in the cloud because clouds are public, everyone can access. Because of that reason, okay, they are not going to keep entire components of the application in cloud. They are going to keep database servers in their office environment and web servers and app servers in the cloud. That means half of the components are kept into their office premises and the rest of the components they will keep in clouds. So that that environment is called as hybrid setup. Okay, so for hybrid kind of setup things, okay, Azure is best. From day one itself, Azure believes that no customer is going to put everything on the cloud. Okay, for the sake of security, they will keep some components in the cloud, and the rest of the components like database servers they will keep in their office environment. This is one, and Azure is having large amount of enterprise customers. Enterprise customers means very big industries, enterprises. And Azure is also having something like a better feature called Azure Active Directory. Okay, so even though some people are using AWS cloud, GCP cloud, for the sake of Active Directory, definitely they are going to use something like Microsoft Azure cloud, because Active Directory is a very powerful service in Azure cloud platform. Okay, so because of these three reasons, Azure became popular. But for you, why you have to learn Azure? From Azure perspective, these are the three reasons why Azure has become that much popular. From your perspective, okay, so if you want to compare AWS and Azure, actually AWS is the oldest cloud. When compared to Azure, AWS is the oldest cloud. But the people who knows AWS are more, and the people who knows Azure are very less. That means competition wise, okay, Azure is having less competition. You can get a job, okay, as soon as possible. That depends on your caliber. And working knowledge must be same. Okay, so if you are working, even though you are working in AWS cloud or Azure cloud, your nature of the work is same. Okay, that means getting a job in Azure cloud becomes very much easy when compared to AWS, because the people who knows AWS are more, and when compared to AWS, Azure The people who knows Azure are very less. This is the reason why we have to learn Azure. Now, one more thing I have to convey you that is very important discussion. Here in the previous diagram, let me open previous diagram, just a minute. The whole diagram. Okay, so let me take one more. Just imagine that this is your Azure cloud platform. And here we have one virtual machine. In that virtual machine, you have hosted a e-commerce application. We know that e-commerce application is having many modules, right? Like authentication module. What is this? Many modules are there. Okay, I will list out all the modules here. Few modules, not all the modules. Okay, like authentication module and login module, net banking. Okay, and credit cards module, sales module, purchase, DB module. Okay, inventory module. In the previous example, I told you that, okay, if a single machine can handle a 500 user requests, just for the sake of 5,000 users, how many systems are required? Definitely we need 10 servers. And just imagine, in every festival season, here how many services are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But in the reality, okay, hundreds of services are there under one e-commerce application. But all services are not busy, right? It sales at peak hours of time. Okay, all services are not busy. Just imagine that login service is busy and sales service is busy. Remaining services are not that much busy, not that much heavily used. Just for the sake of login service and sales module, is it a good idea to launch one more full-fledged virtual machine? Because every virtual machine takes high resources, right? Generally, every virtual machine takes 1200 MB of storage for operating system, and for application, just it is going to consume just 5 MB. My application size is just 5 MB, but OS size is 1200 MB. Just for the sake of 5 MB, is it good idea to launch a virtual machine with 1200 MB of storage? It is not, definitely it is not a good idea. Because in every festival season, only these two modules are busy, login module and sales module. Just imagine like that. Now to overcome this problem, okay, every industry is moving towards, okay, containers. Okay, containers are best suitable for deploying microservices. Here, whatever services, whatever modules I have discussed over here are like authentication, login, net banking, credit card, sales. These are just like microservices. Just for the sake of 2 microservices, I don't need to launch a full-fledged virtual machine. Rather than using a full-fledged virtual machine, I can launch a container. Okay, so container is just like a small virtual machine. Even you can create a container with 5 MB of storage. It's a wonder. It is amazing. Okay, how to create containers, how to manage containers. Okay, so just for managing 1 or 2 containers, Docker is enough. But in the production, okay, in the industry, thousands of containers are running. Thousands of containers are running. To manage thousands of containers, only single Docker is not enough. There must be a automated tool, okay, so which must be managing all these containers in an automated fashion. So for that, we are going to use something like Kubernetes. So if you don't know Docker and Kubernetes nowadays, 100% you are not going to get a job. Okay. Okay. So unless you have knowledge, deep knowledge on Docker and Kubernetes, definitely you are not going to get a job. That is from my side, it is a commitment. Okay. So if you know only Azure DevOps, also you are not going to get a job. Okay. Frankly speaking, that is why. So we are conducting this course with 3 modules: Azure Admin, okay, Azure DevOps, and Docker and Kubernetes. So Docker and Kubernetes, it is not a part of, once again I'm telling, it is not a part of his your course curriculum. That is a separate session. For that you have to attend separate sessions from 7 to 8 a.m. Okay. Now tomorrow, what we are going to do, so this is one part. Actually, what are the job roles? Everyone is going to get confused. What is solutions architect, admin, cloud, Azure developer, okay, data engineers, artificial intelligence engineers, machine learning engineers. Okay, what are the different jobs roles that we are going to discuss in the next session? So now I will open up your. Okay, you can unmute and you can ask your questions. I will answer.
You have told about the.
First of all, till this point, is everything clear? Please confirm. If any questions are there, you can ask me.
Yes, I have joined late. Vinayak this side.
See, tomorrow course in the same time, the second session. Hello. Hello.
Okay, you can unmute and you can ask your question.
Are you able to hear us? Hello. Excuse me.
Because in the chat window, if you type something like this, I cannot. Okay.
Hello. Are you able
Only
to hear?
few people are confirming.
I am Somya.
Hello.
Just
Hello.
tell your name. Another guy is also calling there. Okay, let complete first. You just tell me. Tell. Ask Siva.
Guys, from next Tuesday onwards,
Hello.
Docker Kubernetes will be started. If you miss beginning, you are not going to understand anything. Okay, my request is don't miss beginning classes.
Hello.
I think they are not
So
able
before
to hear
that,
us.
you have to complete all the formalities. Okay. So for morning 7 a.m.
They only explaining.
link will be changed.
It is like a recording system. He is not answering.
Might be like.
So if you want to ask anything, you can unmute and you can ask me.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
All are on mute and asking you. You are not replying anybody's answer. Is it a recorded session?
They are not able to hear us, guys.
It seems that it's a recorded session. He is continuously telling
but
that
I am not able to.
ask.
Yes, yes.
Here, what happened? Just a minute, guys.
I think no host is there. Meeting.
Okay, guys. Now you can speak. My it is muted accidentally.
Yes, Siva, are you able to listen me?
Yeah. Now I'm able to listen.
Yeah, next class is tomorrow at the same time. So
Yeah,
my question is,
time.
It's my question is, I am 9 years experience on automation testing and estate profile. I'm working in SCL currently. So is it going to help me?
Yeah, definitely. Why not? Okay, definitely you are going to change your career, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to change your career, means definitely this course is useful.
Yeah, but it is already 9 years, so I am looking forward where we are using Dockerization, because Dockerization already I have taken one course from other. So
already you have taken Docker Kubernetes.
Docker only I have taken. I have knowledge on programming languages. I am currently working in automation like REST API automation and Selenium. So is it going to help me to? Because it's already 8-9 years experience, not like 3 or 4 years.
Hello.
Yeah. Definitely it will be helpful, Soumya Mishra.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Karthik. How many tools you will be covering DevOps?
Can you come once again? DevOps, what do you say?
How many tools you will going to cover?
Yeah, Docker and Kubernetes and Terraform also.
Okay. So
Like
actually,
Prometheus, Grafana.
No. Grafana, that is different, right? Grafana, that comes under a different category. And as a part of this course, we are also covering Terraform. Okay. And anyhow, Jenkins. Okay, Azure DevOps and Azure DevOps is equivalent to Jenkins.
Okay. And can I join only Azure DevOps class because I already cover AZ104?
That you can speak with your Durga Soft team. Okay.
Okay.
So how to get registered here for this particular course? This link, or we have to contact?
No. There is a number. Okay, you have to contact. Otherwise,
Okay. There is a number they have given in the advertisement. Yeah.
Durga Soft. If you search in Durga Soft online.
1 minute. I think I have that number also.
Durga Soft online link is there. You can go and this is a number. These are the numbers. Are you seeing some numbers here?
Okay, 9246212.
Yes.
92462121431 8096969696.
Yes.
No, I think you will get the call. I think you will get the call.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely will get the call. Okay. Otherwise, you can call them to register. Okay.
Tomorrow at what time, Steve, this course?
Our class timings will be same, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay. And 2 more free classes are there, right?
Yeah, 2 more free classes are there. Okay. This is limited offer only. Okay. After this batch, we are not going to provide this course.
Actually, yes, agree. 25,000 minimum this course.
Yeah. Actually, from my side, at first I did not agree. Okay. So the people have requested me. Okay. That is why I am taking the actually initially my course fees cost was 20K.
Yeah, Siva, when you are starting the Kubernetes and Dockers, like at what date it will be?
Siva, just send us that. Send us that curriculum. Means first week this one, second week this one, third week this one, like this. Yeah.
Which one?
Like I am asking the curriculum, means that agenda. First week this, second week
here in this website. So you can have curriculum curriculum download. You can download it. Okay. This is your course curriculum. Are you seeing something like this?
Send link.
Like Azure, like Kubernetes and Docker. Like which date you are going to start? In morning 7 to 8.
Yeah, from next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, not this.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday means what is the date?
Yeah.
Today is 12th, right? Sorry, 7th. Yesterday is
right? 13th.
6 plus 7, 13th onwards.
Okay. And what are the like Azure date something, right? ADF factory and ADF.
No. That is specialization. That I'm going to discuss tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
That is specialization that will not be covered. Okay. Here 3 job roles are covered here: Azure DevOps, Azure Admin, Azure Solutions Architect.
Okay.
Shiva, this is Manohar. I just want to know, is there any prerequisite of any language like that for this?
No coding is required. Just you need to have only system operating knowledge.
Excellent. Okay. No need to have any
SQL
knowledge.
If such is there, definitely I will inform you, right? There is no prerequisite. No coding is required. No.
If you have SQL knowledge, it is good and better, right? For this, I mean, it's not mandatory. I'm just asking.
Yeah, it is not mandatory.
Okay.
Siva, you said like you will deploy like .NET, Java, and Python applications. So
yes.
what application in Java you will going to be like deploy and so the
Spring Boot.
Okay, so Spring Boot, suppose database and all those configurations, properties files or as well, right?
No. Database configuration, that is not our part, right? That is a database admin part.
No,
our responsibility as a cloud engineer, DevOps engineer is So how to deploy the application, how to run the application, how to create, build and release pipelines. That is our agenda. We are no way concerned with database operations.
No, suppose in our application, if VM and RDS something database information need to be give in properties file. So those
Yeah,
things.
there is a separate service, right? Yeah, database as a service. Okay, Azure database services are there. There we are going to discuss. Otherwise, we can have one more service like app services. There also we are going to discuss app services.
So we will be discussing this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, can app service also communicate with our database?
Yes. Can app service also communicate with?
So this configuration and setting will be seen in this part, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Shiva. This is Shiva from Tech Mahindra.
Okay.
So currently I'm in total 16 years of experience in the CAD/CAM field. I'm changing to management towards IT. I got offer also. So
okay.
I am learning this Azure DevOps. Basically, what I'm looking for is like Jira, Azure DevOps also there, no? Like Jira.
That is project management tool, right?
Yeah. Is it going to cover here or? So?
Jira we are not going to cover. Jira
No,
is, that is
Jira.
Totally different, right? Project management, that is.
That is correct. In Azure DevOps also we have product management tool is there, right? Azure DevOps.
That is Azure boards. It is not Jira.
Yeah, that you are going to cover.
Okay, that if time permits at the end, we are going to cover it.
Fine. So I like this one. So is it duration is like 2 months or more than that?
3 months. 3 months.
Okay, perfect.
3 months including Kubernetes or Docker or parallelly Kubernetes and Docker?
No. 2 months this one and 1 month Docker and Kubernetes. Parallelly we have to attend both. Docker and Kubernetes will be finished in 1 month, and this 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. batch is finished in 2 months. First, we are going to start Azure admin part. Then, once we finish Azure admin, then we start Azure DevOps.
Okay, thank you.
Azure admin and Azure DevOps, it is one by one. But Docker Kubernetes is parallel.
Okay, are you interested in conducting classes Saturday, Sunday?
No. Only Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
Yes.
8 to 9.
Hello, sir. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I am able to hear you.
Sir, can we see there our in-house database we are able to connect with our web app service?
Yes. We are going to connect a database. We are going to connect with database from app services.
Yeah, it's Azure Cloud Database also is there, and in-house means is physical in our own premises. So we can able to connect this own premises database with our app service.
No. Actually, in Azure App Service, there is a connecting string. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So connection string is there. So you can run your application anywhere. Okay. Your application can be in on-premises or Azure Cloud.
Okay.
Using that connecting string, okay, you can connect with database servers.
Shiva, will there be any practical sessions for us?
Everything is practical, right? Everything is practical. You need to have one Azure free trial account. How to create Azure free trial account? Tomorrow I will show.
Okay.
For that you need to have one credit card.
Validity only credit card is required, or through debit card as well we can create?
From India, definitely you need a credit card. Sometimes they will accept ICICI, SBI debit cards also. Okay, some people have said me. Okay, so they are accepting debit cards also, but try your luck.
Okay.
What is the validity of that account, Azure account?
Actually, it is 12 months. In the first 1 month, you are going to get $200 of $200 worth of services. Okay. So after 1 month, your plan will be changed to. Yes.
Yeah, Vishal here. By using same account, we can perform the as Azure admin and Azure DevOps, or
Yes,
They will
same
freeze the
account.
account after 1 month.
After 1 month, you will be converted to pay as you go. In pay as you go also, you are going to get few services free.
Yeah, I have the account here. Currently it is started changed to pay as you go. Very minimal charges are going on, 100 per month or like that rupees.
Yeah, the only the 1 or 200 month. That's it. More than
That's
that, you are
okay.
not going to get.
Yeah, that's okay. What other the classes you are softwares you are teaching us like Kubernetes and Dockers? Is it open source or we need to pay something on that?
No. It is open source only.
Perfect.
Shiva, I have one question here.
Yes.
Can you cover PowerShell scripting here in this course?
Yes, but it is not in depth. Again, PowerShell is a ocean, right?
Yeah.
So we are going to use PowerShell for creating Azure resources. Tomorrow I will show complete picture. Okay, how to create Azure account, what are the job roles, and in how many ways we can use Azure cloud. Okay, what are the approaches? Why Azure has given multiple ways of using. Okay, so that kind of discussion, very interesting discussion. Tomorrow I am going to take up.
Okay, so after learning this one Azure course, does required like to learn AWS or Google Cloud Platform?
No, one is enough. Why to learn two clouds?
So we can show in different project as well. We have worked on like AWS and
No. That is not required. That is not required.
So we can understand other cloud platform as well, right?
It is not mandatory.
Okay.
Okay, if you are interested, you can learn, but that is not my suggestion. Okay,
Oh,
if you go with one cloud, okay, you are going to get a complete understanding, right? If you concentrating on two clouds, okay, you cannot concentrate more on Azure.
So I have worked on PCF. So how it is different? Like how many? What are the difference between like PCF and this Google Cloud, AWS, and Azure?
What is that? PC?
PCF, Pivotal Cloud Foundry.
Pivotal cloud. Is it a private cloud?
Yeah, private and public as well.
Okay. So here everything is public, right? That is the combination of, you are saying that it is a public and private, but here everything is public. Okay. So here hardware is not owned by us. Hardware is owned by cloud service providers. So in your case, what happens? Your organization owns hardware, but here, okay. So complete hardware is managed by Azure people only.
Okay.
Shiva, after completing this course, are we eligible to give the certification test?
Yeah, 104,400.
Okay. Shiva, are you covering, are you teaching other than this one in the Azure? I mean, Azure ADF or Azure ADB?
No. Azure ADF, that is a specialization. You are you are discussing about Azure Data Factory, right?
Yeah.
No, that is not, we are not going to cover. That is a specialization completely.
Okay. No, it is not in the curriculum. That is okay. Are you teaching that one as well? Or?
No, I am not going to teach.
You are not teaching that. Okay.
I have joined late this side, Vinayak. I need information like even if you have the link related to this curriculum, it will be helpful for me.
Yeah, definitely they will share a link, this recorded
and secondly
video
is
session
like
link.
I know okay and one more, like I have the knowledge about AWS but not have any knowledge about the Azure.
Yes.
Will it be like from basic or like how this course?
Basic means
like from basic to like
yeah,
how...
basic, from basic onwards. You
okay.
So I told you, right, you need not have any prerequisites. No coding is required, no scripting is required, nothing is required for this course.
Okay, sure. One more, like at the last part of this lecture you told like we do use VMs and Docker. Like VM uses the most of the resources, like OS need the a large amount of data.
Container uses less resources.
Yeah, container uses less resources.
Yes.
But VM uses more. OS required more data. but at the end, like containers also uses the resources from the base virtual machine or the wherever they are located. So how they can like useful and different from the VM?
No. Actually, to create containers, we need images. Like how we need images for creating virtual machines, for creating containers also. Okay, so we can create our own images. Otherwise, some public repositories are there. From there, we can pull the images, and from those images, we can create containers.
Right now, but like that containers also run on the any of the virtual machine itself, na?
No. Virtual machine means virtual. So to avoid such kind of misuse of resources, we are creating containers. But as many as containers you can create, right? Okay. Actually, container is a Linux concept. Okay. So container is created in a isolated area. Okay. So every container like VM, it is having a separate IP, separate namespace, separate mount point. Everything is isolated.
Correct. In terms of resources, I'm asking like at the end they are also using the base OS resources. That's why, like just to bifurcate the like
Your voice is breaking. Your
or
voice is not
how?
clear.
Like I'm asking, sorry, I question. I'm asking in terms of resource uses.
Yeah. It is also going to use resources. Okay. It is also take resources from physical machine. Without having physical machine, how we create a container? But container take very less resources.
Okay.
Siva, how much time it will take every day, like 1 hour session, including doubt session, or it will go like 1.5 hour?
No, it is 1 hour session only.
Including doubt sessions, right?
Yes. Yeah, this is the first class. So many members will be asking doubts every day. No one is going to ask these many doubts, right?
Hello, sir. Docker and Kubernetes, we need to register separate or including in this only?
No. It is included as a part of this course.
Okay.
When you register for this course, that is also included.
Okay. And how much cost of this course, sir? Fees?
Can you
How
come
much
again?
fees? How much fees?
Your voice is not clear. Your voice
It's
is breaking.
asking fee actually, I think.
5,000, no? I think so.
Okay.
Hello Shiva, in Docker and Kubernetes, you are going to cover in-depth concept or it's like what is what?
In 1 month. 1 month, how much we cover? That much I can cover.
Okay. So you also teach us writing Docker files.
Without Docker files, there is no Docker, right? How you create your own images?
Yeah, okay.
Without Docker files, it is not possible to create our own images, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
So which tools, like in which operating system you will teach Dockers? In Windows, right?
No, Linux. Most of the people are using Linux containers, not Windows containers. Windows containers are not that much popular.
Tomorrow you are teaching how to install Linux.
How to install
Linux?
No. First let us finish all the fundamentals. Tomorrow I will discuss what are the different job roles and how to create Azure account. Okay, if time permits, I will show how to create resources.
Yeah. Resources, ARM file, and
ARM templates.
Yeah, templates.
For CD, CI/CD, did you teach Git or Jenkins?
CI/CD itself is Azure DevOps itself CI/CD.
Yeah.
In Azure DevOps, we are going to create build pipeline and release pipelines. That is equivalent to actual Jenkins.
ARM tool and Terraform is almost same, right?
Azure RM environment and Terraform is almost same, right? To write a
Yes, yes. But ARM is completely that is specific to Azure platform. But Terraform is generic tool, right? It can create infrastructure in any cloud, in AWS cloud, Azure cloud. Okay, you cannot use ARM templates outside of Azure. It is completely specific to Azure.
Yes.
So in ARM file JSON will be created, right? Generated, right? That file.
Yes. ARM templates we use JSON.
Yeah, JSON. That do we need to know how to create manually this JSON file and not required?
No, JSON is simply it is a data representation format. You need not to have a separate course for that. You need not to learn separately. Okay, that is a small discussion.
Yeah. Okay.
Before I start ARM templates, okay, I will explain how to write JSON script. JSON. Then only I will start ARM templates.
Okay. First subscription. After that ARM file and AD. What you call AD? Directory, active directory.
Active directory. Yes.
Yeah. A little bit certified. The fundamentals, Azure fundamentals are certified. Next Saturday, I'm trying for the data fundamentals also.
Okay, you are writing certificate examination, right?
Yes, examination.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Are you providing placement as well after completing this course?
Regarding placement issue
That
and
one you have to search
details,
market.
you can
That's a
contact
true story.
Durga Soft training team.
That one you have to search. That's a purely true story. In no institute can give anything. If you go 1 lakh course also, they cannot provide you.
That is right.
It's all about your efforts and how you deal with.
Siva, I'm talking completely different subject. Next year, people are expecting in US and here globally, this recession is going on next year. That's what expectations are going on. That is depend upon what my sales in my company and my customer, how they are feeling. Everything we forecasted as a the recession from the next 6 months, before 6 months.
Yes.
How will be the market in case of that for the job market for the people who are coming from colleges and
See, for other technologies, the market, the competition might be very less, but when it comes to cloud, definitely my market is there is no recession for this software job market. There is no recession because cloud environment is day to day it is increasing, right? Jobs are also increasing. Recession will not come to these cloud jobs.
Okay. So, but Twitter and Meta started removing.
Yeah. I also noticed, but here it is not right because the jobs are very less. The people who knows Azure are very less. So definitely they are not going to remove you, even though there is a recession.
Okay, good.
Because day-to-day automation kind of activities are increasing, right? Manual interventions, the people who perform manual activities will may be terminated, but the people who knows automation kind of activities will not be fired. Am I right?
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
Yeah, that's no doubt at all.
One more, like just you said before, whatever you will cover till 1 month, it will be covered for regarding Docker and Kubernetes.
Yes.
Is it because the Docker and Kubernetes is complementary with this course, or
not complementary course? It is mandatory course.
No, this is part of that integrated part.
But
CI/CD
the people
means
who are
cooperative and Dockers. Without that, there is no the output.
Yeah, definitely. Without that, but you need not to know advanced Kubernetes and those things. Okay, so 1 month knowledge is enough to get a job in Azure field, cloud field, as a database engineer, DevOps. That is more than enough.
Okay.
But Shiva, it will be fine for today. We are waiting for the recorded video. Please ask the concerned person to send all these stakeholders. We'll meet tomorrow at same time at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Hmm?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Have a good day and good night.
Okay. Good night. Yeah, guys. Any other questions?
Okay. No, actually, I have like you already answered. I think so. Like for the they need to speak with the Durga soft, right?
What do you say? Can you come once again? Your voice is completely breaking.
Oh, it's because network. Like I'm asking the people who have completed the Docker plus Kubernetes already, they need to speak with the Durga soft, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay, no
Shiva.
problem.
Yes.
Yeah, once after learning this Azure, like in case if I get a project in AWS cloud, so how is it going to, like, I'll be able to do it, or how is it?
No, AWS is completely different, right? That is a different cloud platform.
Okay, but the concepts are same in both the things, or how is it?
Concepts are same, but the way of creating survey resources are different. Some concepts will be matching. Every cloud is having AWS and Azure is having some similarities, some differentiations. But the thing is, when you know Azure cloud, okay, you cannot work in AWS. That is not, that is for sure. Again, you have to learn AWS because two are different cloud platforms, right?
Okay, we can't correlate each.
No.
You mean to say?
Services, some services are same, but the interface is different, right? The interface is different. The way of connecting to both clouds are different.
Okay. So in case of AWS, we don't have this concept of a hybrid cloud.
Yeah, we have that concept, but with respect to the hybrid cloud, Azure is better. Okay, Azure is going to provide sophisticated environments, APIs.
Okay. So in most of the projects, they are using Azure or AWS?
We cannot tell like that. Now,
like which is more
presently,
demand in the market?
no. More demanding is AWS only because in the beginning only I told you, right? AWS is the oldest cloud when compared to Azure.
Okay.
Now people who knows AWS are more when compared to Azure cloud. But Azure is having a lot of enterprise customers.
Okay. And again, it depends upon the project. No, some projects might be using AWS and some projects might be using Azure.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, shall we stop the session? Tomorrow we meet again at the same time. Thank you. Thanks for your time. So if you are new to this class, okay, I will share one recording. Okay, that is there in YouTube also. Okay, so please watch that one also. Seven 12. So I'm giving in the chart window. I'm pinging in the chart window. Please watch this one also. Now, yesterday we have discussed about why cloud and why Azure, why you have to learn Azure, and what is the difference between AWS and Azure, why we have to learn Azure, okay? And what is the drawbacks when you have data centers in your office premises, what are the costs involved, okay? How cloud is going to, okay, provide concessions to you, discounts to you, okay, why Azure cloud is better. So these many things we have discussed in the last class. So today, let us see job roles. Okay, so when it comes to job roles, so this is not specific to Azure cloud. Okay, so you can take any cloud environment, irrespective of cloud environment. Okay, so the job roles are divided into majorly. One is solutions architect. Second one is admin role. Third one is, this is Azure developer role. And when it comes to fourth one, this is specialization. Specializations. So what are the specializations? So generally, this is ADF, Azure Data Factory. And the second one is ML or AI or ML engineer, machine learning or artificial intelligence engineer. IoT. Okay, nowadays Internet of Things are popular, right? So in IoT engineer. So these are the specializations. So our focus is on these first two activities. So what exactly solution architect will do? What exactly admin will do? Suppose you wanted to launch one new application in Azure cloud. Okay, so it can be one new application, or it can be either it is running presently, it is running in your office environment. You want to migrate it. Okay, you want to migrate it to your cloud, Azure cloud. Okay, so it can be new application, or it can be migration of an existing application. Okay, it can be anything. Okay, so irrespective of whether it is a new application or migration of an existing application. Okay, so if you go to solutions architect, so he is going to give complete idea. He is going to propose the things. Okay, it is going to design. He is nothing but a designer. He is going to give some proposal. So like how many virtual machines are required? What is the size of each and every virtual machine? Okay, and what is the monthly cost involved for your application? Okay, what is the size of your virtual machine? How many are required? How many load balance are required? Okay, and what is the storage account you have to take? So that kind of proposal, okay, design document is given by solutions architect. And one thing you have to remember here, writing AJ 304, 305, 104, that is also solution architect, but that is different, this is different. In every industry, okay, there is a job called solutions architect. Writing solutions architect is completely different. Anyone can write, you can write, I can write, anyone can write solutions architect. But in the industry, if you want to become solutions architect, generally you must have at least 10 to 12 years of experience. Okay, so he's a very senior most guy. He has to know each and every corner scenario of cloud, and he has to know each and every corner scenario of on-premises expenditure also. Okay, he has to know everything. Okay, so like networking he has to know. Okay, so he has to know what are the operating systems, what is the licensing cost. So each and every corner scenario must be known to solutions architect. And one more time I am telling, writing solutions architect exam, that is like AZ104 or AZ305, 345, that is different. Becoming solution architect is completely different. Both are different. Remember the guys. Okay, anyone can write solutions architect examination, but becoming solutions architect, okay, it needs a lot of experience. And once the design is proposed, okay, so he proposes design. So once the design is proposed by solutions architect, whatever proposal that is given by solutions architect, okay, the proposal given by solutions architect will be implemented by admin guys. Okay, so admin people will not take any decision. Okay, suppose he wanted to create a virtual machine. Okay, just as per the guidelines of solutions architect, he has to create a virtual machine. What must be the size of the virtual machine? How much memory is required? Okay, how much storage is required? How many CPU cores are required? That is entirely decided by solutions architect only. Even no single 1% decision is not taken by admin. Whatever design that is given by architect, okay, that is implemented by admin guys. Okay, now to implement the design, the proposal given by solutions architect, admins are going to use to implement.
Your voice is breaking, Shiva.
My voice is breaking?
Yeah, your voice is breaking and I am hearing some noise in me.
Noise as well.
Yeah.
No, noise from your side. From my side, there is no noise.
Noise is
The background noise is coming.
Yeah, I can hear properly, but someone is not muted.
Someone is not muted. That is from your end. That is not my end. My room is completely in silent mode. No one is there in my house.
Can you please mute all?
So the background noise is coming, sir.
Yeah, Gafoor, I think.
There anybody?
I only told you. I'm in mute only.
Anybody here unmuted?
Yeah.
So now I am also muted.
Now is it okay? Is my voice breaking now?
It's good now.
Okay, sir. Good, sir. Now okay.
Shall I repeat these concepts once again or not required?
Yeah, please repeat it once.
Okay. So when it comes to solutions architect, okay, first I have started the discussion of job roles in cloud environment. Okay, so this is a generic discussion. So you take any cloud platform, it can be either AWS or Azure or Google or Oracle or IBM, whatever cloud it may be. Okay, so there are majorly. Okay, so we are going to have these job roles.
Sir, one doubt, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, one doubt, sir, and I'm asking Google Cloud and Azure AWS Cloud. Both are different or same, sir?
Both are different.
Okay. Some changes in settings.
Also, somebody asked the same question.
Yeah. No.
Which?
Yesterday also someone asked the same question and Kumar replied that all are different.
All are different, right?
Oh,
AWS cloud is different, Azure cloud is different, GCP is different, Oracle cloud is different, Alibaba cloud is different. These are different vendors. Yesterday we have discussed about these cloud platforms.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so when it comes to jobs roles, okay, so here there are majorly these jobs roles are there in every industry.